Hey everyday cooks, it's James, your everyday cook, and today I am working with watermelon. It's a wonderful watermelon episode today. I made a watermelon cocktail, I made a watermelon salad, and I'm actually teaching you how to cut a watermelon James's way. Come cook with me. But before you do, of course, subscribe, share with all your friends and family, hit the notification bell so you can come cook with me again, and then post your comments. I want to know if you make this and what you think. Let's get started. Come cook with me with watermelon. This salad is really good. This cocktail is good. And you'll learn a couple techniques on how to cut a watermelon James's way, which I think is the proper way. Debatable, but we're gonna have a great day today. Okay, so Mr. Bench Scraper, who's our now new character, you need a knife, sharp knife preferably, and a watermelon. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut the watermelon. So a story, which I do like to share with you guys, is when I worked at the country club, we used to have buffets of fruit. So I quickly learned how to cut fruit efficiently. Now, as everyday cooks, we are not in a rush, but I have a few techniques that I learned to cut fruit properly. So today we have a watermelon. So the first step you're going to do is cut off one of the ends and actually save this because this is going to be a garnish for our cocktail that we're going to make. So we're going to put that aside. Cut off the other end, which we can use as garnish. And then you're going to flip it upside down, or right side up, or other side up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to follow the curvature of the fruit and just cut off that rind. And you're just going to do that, just cutting the white part off, which I call it the pith, which I know that's, I think, a citrus-only term, but you don't want any of the rind bits because that's bitter. Oh, the rind. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. Okay. And then you just kind of follow. And I always go like this to see where I'm cutting because that's what happens. But you just want to take off that rind. And you're just slowly moving your knife back and forth, following the curvature of the watermelon. And as you see, your cutting board gets kind of full. So you always want to move that to the side so you have a clean workspace so you don't cut yourself and no accidents happen. So we're going to continue to do this. And the reason I came up with this episode today is I want to make a cocktail, because come drink with me and come cook with me. B, I'm going to the beach today and I wanted to make a light, refreshing salad. And what better than watermelon right now? So we're going to continue to follow this, cut it all off. And then sometimes, because we're everyday cooks, I miss a couple things. So I like to turn my watermelon over and then just kind of trim the rind off. And again, we're not in a rush because we're not, professional cooks, we're everyday cooks. So you just continue to turn that around. All right, so now that that's done, Mr. Bench Scraper, because we don't want to cut ourselves. So now that we have this watermelon, I like to cut it in slices, which is a little bit easier to handle. So slice, and they like to move around. There's a lot of juice. I actually have towels ready because a lot of juice occurs when you cut watermelon. So just continue to slice. And at some point, I will move this to the side, kind of stack these up a little bit because they do get slippery. And you just don't want all that chaos on your cutting board. So cut that up. And then again, remember when we were slicing citrus in our earlier video, to gain control of the last end of everything, you turn it around and then cut that. All right, so we have our watermelon slices, which again, we'll stack because they are slippery. Grab a little bowl, which I have ready. And have Mr. Bench Scraper ready. So we can get all this in the bowl. So what I do is I just kind of cut cubes. And whether you're making a cocktail, which we are earlier, which we will do, or making a salad, you just want to be mindful of the same sizes, which I've taught you in previous episodes. Make everything just in the same size. So that's why I like to cut the fruit up this way, because you can get that uniformity with it. So just put it all in a bowl. And we'll just do one little plank at a time. This is a good watermelon. And so while I'm cutting up this watermelon, we'll talk about our mise en place, which I always teach you to do, is get everything ready. So I have our watermelon, because we're going to use it a couple different ways today. I have a cucumber, I have mint, I have basil, I have limes, an onion, because it's for our salad, salt, pepper, olive oil, and shout out to one of my viewers that brought me a marigold flower. I'm going to try and incorporate that into the salad, so we'll see how it goes. My first time. But we're everyday cooks, so we're experimenting. So mise en place is great. It's a lot of watermelon, but it's going to be a great salad, and we can make cocktails with it. So I'm excited to do that. And just like our watermelon brie bites that we are going to post this week, you want to just be cognizant of the size, because whether you eat it for salad or you have it in a cocktail, you just want a smaller, like, half-inch cube like this. That's a lot of watermelon. All right. So that's how you cut up a watermelon successfully. And next, we will make a cocktail with watermelon. Come drink with me, okay? Hey everyday cooks, welcome back. We just cut up our watermelon, so that was part one of our wonderful watermelon episode. Now I'm going to teach you how to make a wonderful watermelon cocktail. So the first thing I want to do is, you remember that peel or rind that we cut off the end of the watermelon? This is going to be our garnish. So I have a little slice of it. I'm actually going to just cut it in thirds. And then with this little triangle, you're going to put a slit down the middle. And that's going to be the garnish for our cocktail. Have a little glass over here. And it's just going to go there for right now. So we have that. And for our cocktail, which a lot of people love this cocktail, is first watermelon. So I'm going to do about, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 watermelon cubes. If you like more, you can do more. I also have some mint, so you need some mint. About 3-ish sprigs of that. Looks a little sad, but we're going to use it for our salad too, so it's nice. We need some lime. And remember last time I told you don't need a juicer for a lime. Just kind of roll it around, cut it in half, and then we're going to use a fork. Because we're everyday cooks, we don't have all the fancy gadgets. We will actually just use our fork to get some of that lime juice out. Not even a half a lime for this. Okay, put that aside. Then we need some sugar. So I actually have this honey that's a wildflower honey. You can use simple syrup, which is 1 part sugar, 1 part water. We'll talk about it on a later episode, but you just need a little bit of sweet. So I'll just do a little bloop. And then, previous episodes, I lost my jigger, which is a bartending tool to measure alcohol. So I use a little sake cup. You can make this as strong as you want. You don't even have to use vodka. You can use gin. I love Hendrick's gin. I think it'd be great in this. You can use tequila if you want to. Me and tequila are not friends right now, so we won't talk about them. But do 2 little boopies of this. And then you're going to muddle this. So if you don't have a muddler, basically what we're doing is just breaking up the watermelon, infusing it with the mint. If you do not have a muddler, I actually just squeeze it with my hands and just kind of like break up the watermelon like this. let the juice go in and let the membranes go in. So that's an alternative. Also, too, you don't have to have a shaker because we're everyday cooks. So there is our vodka, our lime, a little bit of sugar, watermelon, and ice. Oh yeah, I need ice, but I couldn't do that because it was going to melt, so I'll get ice. So, and then we're just going to shake it up, and that's going to be our watermelon cocktail. Always smile when you shake. I like to shake it vigorously. And of course it sticks. That smells really good. And so you can strain this over fresh ice in a glass. Or I like to see the bits of watermelon and the mint almost like a mojito. But there you have it. That is our watermelon drink. Oh, fresh. Watermelon. Wonderful watermelon drink. That's going to be really good. Look how cute it is. Good. Yum. So there's your watermelon drink with fresh watermelon. Wonderful watermelon drink for any occasion, really. That's a good poolside drink, too. But we'll be back, and we'll make our watermelon salad. Cheers. Come drink with me, because I am. Hey, everyone. So welcome back. We just got done cutting up our watermelon successfully. We also made a watermelon cocktail. And now I'm going to make you a watermelon salad. So today I'm going to the beach, and I thought it'd be nice to have this watermelon fresh, refreshing salad to accompany the beautiful day that it is today. So we have our cut up watermelon. I have our mixing bowl. I also have basil, mint. I have our lime, remaining lime from our cocktail. Cucumber I have, because we're trying to mise en place, right? And then I have a red onion, which I'm not sure about putting in the salad, but we're going to figure it out because we're everyday cooks. I also have salt, pepper, and olive oil. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut up our cucumber. So this is an English cucumber. You can use any cucumber you want. But this is what I had because we're everyday cooks. I'm recipe testing. So remember, I cut it in half, just like our panzanella salad, just to be more manageable. So you're not stressing out over cutting a whole cucumber. So I cut it in half, then in quarters. And actually, before I do this, I'm going to make our vinaigrette because we're everyday cooks and this happens. So I have my bowl and I have a Mr. Fork. I'm just going to put a little bit of lime in there, almost mimicking our watermelon drink. I thought it'd be nice to do a lime vinaigrette. So about 1.5 limes. These are very juicy today, so it's nice. And again, we don't have a fancy juicer. We're just using a fork because we're everyday cooks. I feel like I'm going to get that tattooed on me. We're everyday cooks, but it's true. We are. A little bit of olive oil. Yum. Some salt. And pepper. And you know I like pepper, but we won't go too heavy on this. So about half a teaspoon. We'll do a full teaspoon salt. Yum. And we're not going to emulsify this. This is going to kind of be a loosey-goosey salad, which I need a whisk. I know it's a little loud, sorry, but needs a little bit more lime. So taste it as you go. It's going to be a nice salad for the beach. And shout out to Mercy and Michelle because that's who I'm doing it for. They're some of my really good friends, so they're going to love this salad. And I've made them this watermelon drink before, so they know what they're getting. All right, so there's our vinaigrette. Awesome. So let's cut up this cucumber. Again, knuckles tucked back, or fingers tucked back, and then remember we're rocking the boat with our knife skills. And this can be any size you want. I'm just doing quarters because it's almost the same size as the watermelon. And you always want like same sizes when you are making a dish if you can. Just for easy eating. So we're going to cut up this cucumber. Use Mr. Bench Scraper. Put that in there. And this is a great salad because it can just sit in the refrigerator. It's a nice cold salad. I actually will get one more cucumber, actually. These are big cucumbers, but I'm glad I'm using them. Alright, so cut these in half. Oh, almost forgot. Yeah, I don't even think I'll need this whole cucumber. So we'll save this for another day. Alright, so we have that. Oh, we have a whole nother cucumber. Okay. Put it on your eyes. And then the next thing we're going to do is chiffonade some herbs, which I think I've talked about this in a previous episode, but what chiffonade means, it's a fancy term of layering your herbs on top of each other. I think we did this for salsa. And we did cilantro, but basically what you're going to do is stack your herbs. And I'm using about, 12 leaves of mint. There's one down there that I like. And then once you stack them, you are going to roll them like a little package. And then you're going to use your knife and just make little ribbons. Again, we're not in a rush. We're just rocking our knife back and forth. And there you have it, little ribbons. That's what chiffonade is. So we will add the mint there. And then to this, I'm actually going to use basil too. I love basil. People think it's only for spaghetti or caprese. But basil is a really good herb with watermelon, especially cucumber. So we're going to use basil as well today. And with our cocktail, I actually make a strawberry basil version of our cocktail instead of the watermelon mint. So try that out. Let me know what you think if you do it. Make a comment. See how you like it. But we're going to roll these. We're going to chiffonade these as well. This smells so good and fragrant. Can't wait to eat the salad. Alright, so we have our basil, our mint, our cucumber. We have our watermelon, which I'll add just a little bit to. Our lime vinaigrette at the bottom. Awesome. And then I'm going to add a little bit of red onion. I was going to keep it pretty simple with that, but I think it needs just a little bit of a bite, if you want to call it a bite. I'm only going to do a little bit, because I'm adding feta cheese to this as well. So there'll be a little cheesy note too. Put this guy to the side. And last time we cut the onion, wait, did I peel that right? Nope. One more layer. Is you just cut it once down the side horizontally, and then you just make little slits. And then you just flip it the other way. So I'm only going to do a little bit of red onion. I think that's good. You can use this for something else later on this week. Mr. Bench Scraper. in there. And the best part, the cheese. So the cheese is in here. I did mise en place today very well, because I've kind of skipped it the last couple episodes, I feel like. And the great thing about this cheese, you can either crumble it, which it kind of did it for me while trying to opening it. You can cube it to kind of match the cucumber and the watermelon, but this wants to crumble. So I'll let the cheese do the talking. So we'll just crumble it up. Yum. Oh, I love feta cheese. Love feta cheese. So good. Yum. Get a little spatula. Look how good this salad looks with the vinaigrette, the cucumbers, watermelon, mint, basil. Perfect beach side snack. Especially with that drink. Be really refreshing. Yum. Let's get a little spoon. This salad is what you need to make. See you next time. James Everyday Cook, making you wonderful food with watermelon. So delicious.